Live from beautiful Oriole Park. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. And today on the hill, Chris Bassitt. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him? Ready to go now? Elly De La Cruz up now for the Brewers.
44, Elly De La Cruz.
Fouled off left side.
You know, one of the most memorable innings ever for Elly happened in July 2023. In one inning, De La Cruz hit a 2-out single to take the lead and then proceeded to do something that a Reds player hasn't done in more than 100 years. He stole second, third, and home in the same inning. It only took 2 pitches for him to steal all 3 bases.
And that one ripped to left. Wood takes it in for the out. 2 away. Here comes Christian Yelich. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
There's a swing and a drive. That one outs against the fence. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the...
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. He'll touch them all. And it gives them the lead in the first. It's 2-0. So 2 down. This is Bryce Terang. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Foul ball. The 0-2. On the ground, right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. The underhand flip. And that's the 3rd out. Back here in Baltimore, our starter in this one, Brandon Woodruff. What do we have on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. That's strike 1.
Nope. Ball.
Right through there for a strike. Started after the 1-2 pitch. Appeal to first. And no swing, says Joe McDonald. Battling here as he fouls it away. And it remains 2-2.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it. So a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
And a payoff pitch. That one lifted to left. 1 away.
Ball.
And that one is lifted in the air. That's out number 2. Here's Pete Alonso. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Ripped, but it curls foul. Ball one there. Two balls, two strikes to count with 2 outs. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Check swing on the 2-2. Appeal to first. And he held up. Back to work. 3-2 now. On the ground to third. And foul ball. Payoff pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. Got him swinging for the K. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Up now for Milwaukee, William Contreras. Hard liner. Reaching for it. Makes the catch.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Swing at a high fly ball right field. Out number 2. Next for Milwaukee, Andrew Vaughn.
Andrew Vaughn.
He was late there, strike 1.
This strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Toss to Alonso, and Milwaukee is set down in order. Back now at Oriole Park. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. And there's a foul ball. Tap foul at the plate. Next one misses. Now 1-2. On the ground. Into the outfield. Base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Suarez tries to hold up, appeal to first, and that's going to be ruled a swing. Next offering is outside. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now it's the DH, Wilyer Abreu. Check swing to the first pitch. Look down to third. No swing. Eric Summerskill with the call. And the 1-0. Swings through that one for strike 1. Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-2. On the ground to first. Could be 2. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Yeah, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jordan Westburg. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Here comes the 0-1. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. Back here in Baltimore, up now for Milwaukee, Luis Rengifo. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Drilled out towards left center field. That one carrying. Can't get the glove to this one. It falls in. Safe at second with a leadoff double. Going one. Hauls it in for the out. Jackson Chourio will hit next. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. Up the middle. Can't glove it cleanly. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Everything came together for him. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
2 on, 1 out. No question about this one. It's out of here. A 3-run dinger. Now Trout gets a chance to hit. And first offering is fouled off. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. He's done it again. His second. Jackson Chourio gets the call from the pen.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you
dive in, makes the grab. What a play. 2 down, bases empty. William Contreras up now for the Brewers. This one in the air, center field. Cowser under it. And that'll do it. As we go to the last of the third. And into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. Base knock, center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
That's too low.
That's the
ball 1. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Orioles.
1 out, man at first. Down the number 2 hitter, James Wood.
That's inside. That's a ball.
Line drive. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
This is smacked left field line. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. So they're at the corners now. Here's Adley Rutschman. Base hit and a run in to score.
Couple of singles back-to-back. First pitch fastball, a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Swings through that one for strike 1. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game.
Nope.
It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. They limit the damage. As we go to the top of the fourth, here's the Brewers DH, Sal Frelick.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Frelick measures 5 feet 8 inches, 190 pounds, and he's usually in the
that's
outfield.
outside. Ball.
Today he's the DH. Late on that fastball. This one in the air, center field. And there's one down.
Up next for Milwaukee, first baseman Andrew Vaughn.
Swings through that. Pitches in there, and it's 0-2. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. To first, 2 quick outs here in the top of the fourth.
Up next for
2
Milwaukee,
outs, base is empty.
third baseman
Next for the Brewers, Luis Rengifo. On the ground, right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
No, that's inside.
Right side, Holiday sends it to first, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Bottom 4, now here's the Orioles DH, Wilyer Abreu. Sliced hard but foul. 0-1. That one is cut on and missed. Looked like a changeup.
Really good changeup.
Ball 1 there. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. That one missed. Swing and a pop-up. De La Cruz settles under it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Orioles, center fielder Colton Cowser.
Ball, that's in.
The Brewers leading by 5. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a foul ball.
Ball.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Next pitch is in the dirt. Full count now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 3-2. Payoff pitch. That's a walk.
That's
Went
out.
with another
Ball
changeup and missed the spot.
Up next for the Orioles,
One gone runner at first. And the batter will be the shortstop, Jordan Westburg. Out to center. Trout on his horse. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Ground ball right side. Oh, look at the stop. Throws from his knees. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning. Back now at Oriole Park. Up now for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. This one in the air right field. And there's one down.
Good
That's the
slider
ball.
down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
hard hit, left field, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good.
That one is absolutely belted, and that gets down in the corner. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. Bryce Turang up now for the Brewers. And a swing and a miss there. This one smoked on its way out of here. He leaves the yard to right, and they add on. It's 9-1. Inside, almost got him. The Brewers up big in this one, and we're at the top of the 5th. This one in the air right field. O'Neill getting an angle on it. Reaching, try, but can't bring it in. And the hits just keep on coming.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. Kind of your classic jam shot blooper right there. Made a good pitch on the inside. Gotten to hit it off the handle, but he still muscled it out there. You just have to tip your cap on the mound.
And the 0-2. That one almost got him. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Next for Milwaukee, Andrew Vaughn. He's grounded out a couple of times. New pitcher now, Tyler Wells.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count.
And that is that.
Leading off for the Orioles, right fielder Tyler O'Neill.
Line drive, he brings it down. Nice play. James Wood, the next to hit for the Orioles. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Foul ball there. The 1-1.
Ball.
The Orioles with a lot of ground to make up. Last half of inning number 5. That missed by a lot. 3-1 now. Oh.
They've had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Now that's a base hit, and that's a one-out single.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Work. Self into a good count.
New arm out of the bullpen, Grant Anderson.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
The 0-1. Swing and a hard hit grounder to third. Fair ball. Lead runner around second. throw cut off to first. Now back in safely at first. Adley Rutschman getting ready to hit.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still.
Liner caught at second. Swing and a miss, strike one. Ground ball up the middle, that's a base hit. Runner from third comes across.
Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach was to use the entire field.
2 on, 2 outs. Just missed. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. The 1-2. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one's back. Gone into the flagpole. He shoots one out to right. Now at the plate, Colton Cowser. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. The 0-2. On the ground right side. And it goes just foul. A sliding stop. And they get the out. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now 9-5. Back here in Baltimore, all set for the top of the 6th. Luis Rengifo up now for the Brewers. Ground ball to the right side. Alonso takes it to the bag. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for Milwaukee, shortstop Elly De La Cruz.
That one fouled off.
You can feel the extra attention on Elly anytime he comes to the plate. This guy's a player that keeps you on the edge of your seat because you don't know what he's going to do next. He can hit for power, steals bases. He can throw the ball 100 miles per hour across the infield. He's electric.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Jackson Chourio. 1 for 3. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Misses the ball, and it falls in. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Wastes no time there. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it. And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Coming out for the Orioles, Keegan Akin.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Man on second, 2 down. And that's outside.
That missed, that's a ball.
And the count is 1-1. And that one ripped to left, and that'll do it. Back now at Oriole Park, and into the box for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg. On a line out towards center. Dives and makes the catch. What a play. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. A solo shot. And they close the gap. It's 9-6. So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Now it's the right fielder, Tyler O'Neill. Swinging a foul straight back.
That's a ball.
The 1-1. That one hammered, but pulled foul. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. Got him swinging. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. And he'll step off and take the signs again. So the Brewers bring on a new pitcher from the pen, D.L. Hall. He's into the game with the bases empty. Swinging a foul out of play.
Ball outside.
To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Top of inning number 7. Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Mike Trout. Hit on the ground to short. Westburg slings to first. One pitch and one out.
Up next for Milwaukee, second baseman Bryce Perez.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Aiken measures
that's
6
the ball.
feet even. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. He caught it behind his back. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. William Contreras up now for the Brewers. This one driven deep center field, on its way, home run. He flexes his power with that swing. Swing and a ball lined out towards center, and that is that. Bottom of the 7th, and into the box for Baltimore, Pete Alonso. Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. He did not go around. The 1-0. That one almost got him. Swinging a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. The next pitch misses.
That's a
ball
ball.
3. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Payoff pitch. That one misses.
Take your bait,
So leadoff walk. That's ripped into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Alonso is waved home. He will score. It's 10-7.
That was just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Man at second. Check swing called strike. 0-2 now. Stays alive. 0-2 now. Just misses with that one. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Left field, way back there. Carrying well. See you later. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. Abreu in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Orioles making a move for a pinch hitter. Taylor Ward.
And he would be the tying run board, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Line drive, base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
And the batter now, Colton Cowser. Swings through that one out in front that time. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. The 0-2. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And there's one away. One out, man at first. And now the shortstop, Jordan Westburg. 0 for 3 in this one. On the ground to the left. And a foul ball. The 0-1. And that one fouled off. Got him swinging. So now a pinch hitter, Kobe Mayo. He represents the head run. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Trevor McGill.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
That misses the zone. Ball 2.
Right now they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Here's a 2-1. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
In the air, right field, Chourio drifts towards it, and that's the 3rd out. Back here in Baltimore, ready to begin the 8th. Andrew Vaughn now at the plate. On a line, base hit. And a man aboard.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Wood takes it in for the out. One down. So back to the top of the order. Elly De La Cruz up now for the Brewers.
Outside, ball.
And that's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. And that one fouled off. Runners at first and second with one gone, and we're in the top of the eighth. Swings through that one for strike two. There's a line drive to left field. Two away now. Big at bat coming up with Christian Yelich stepping in.
Well, this is a critical spot for both
Ball.
the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Ball, the lead runner out at second. De La Cruz on at first with two down. Big swing and a miss. Smoked into left field, base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. One run's in. A second scores as well, and they take a 3-run lead. Intentional walk here with two out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning. First and second, two outs. Bryce Terang and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. High fly ball, right field. O'Neill has a beat on it and makes the grab. And that is back now at Oriole Park. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Tyler O'Neill.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet.
And that one hammered. That's back. Out of here. He'll circle the bases. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Trout gets under it. He's got it. And there's one away. So up next, Pete Alonso.
Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
A little dicey, kind of hieroglyphics style at the moment. You know what it's like, Sammy? Remember our trip to London, Yankees and Red Sox in 2019? I think there were 50 runs scored in the two games combined. My scorecard was ugly for that series. Next pitch is outside.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. And you use like 5 different colors of pens, so like.
Now a blast to left center, way back there, on its way, out of here. Pete Alonso with a rocket. It's their second home run of the inning. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. The 0-2. Center, De La Cruz moving under it. 2 down. Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. He's already homered in this game. Out towards right center field. Chourio settles underneath it. And that ends the inning. And we're back. Digging in, William Contreras. Jet swing went around. Strike one.
Ball.
Last couple of pitches
That's
breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
O'Neill on his horse. And that's a foul ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Ball.
On the ground to third. Suarez throw to first in time. 2 quick outs here in the top of the ninth. Running out of chances to pad the lead. On the ground, right side. Mayo fires over to first. And that's the inning. Last chance for the home team. Here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Taylor Ward. This one in the air right field. And there's one down.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy is ready to hit.
And it's fouled off. The Brewers trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Pitch misses. Ball 1. This one in the air center field. Trout settles underneath it. And there's 2 away. So it's their last chance in this one. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Ball outside.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days.
On the ground to third. And it's just foul. That was close. In the air left field. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Brewers slug their way to a win in this one. Anderson with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball.